What's up, Libra friends? Welcome to my channel. I am the Intuitive Teacup, and I am so excited to have all of you guys here with me today. Welcome back to all of the returners, the subscribers. I appreciate you more than you know. And welcome to all the newbies. I'm stoked to have you checking out my channel today. I hope you find something useful or helpful. In the messages we're going to do today, it's going to be all about finances and career, money potentially. You got poppers already. All right, so as with all messages, this is a general reading, right? That means that not everything I say in this video is going to resonate with all the beautiful Libras out there. So please only take away messages for your best and highest good. If it doesn't seem to fit your story or scenario, you don't need to take on those messages, right? You can drop them, push them to the side. Feel free to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs for additional messages, for more clarity. If you want to cross-watch, that's okay with me. All right, so we're ready to go, Libra. I can just feel it. Your energy is ready to go. So here's what we have for your career and finances. Non-date specific, whenever you view this video, if you happen to stumble across it, is when you were meant to see it, okay? So bottom of the deck is the Carousel. I like that for you guys. So this is the card of the Chariot, Cancer energy, if you have any Cancers in your life. But as we know, it talks about balancing our inner dark and light energies so that there is forward movement, right? And this deck is so great. All the information about the decks I'm using, my website, etc., is going to be in the comment box, just so you know. But this is the Bohemian Animal Tarot. So yeah, really interesting depiction of the horses breaking free from the carousel. Somebody else got this, and just I see it, and it's like anarchy, but it's like the most beautiful anarchy I've ever seen, right? Like, it's so happy. There are like monkeys wearing hats that are like, go horses, save yourself, freedom. So I mean, if that's your overall energy of the spread, Libra, to me, I instantly feel good when I look at that card for the most part. So let's see, what's coming up in the U section? We have the Ace of Earth. Hell yeah, so this is the Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, but it's Earth. We look at Pentacles, and this could literally be money, right, in your career spread. This talks about new beginnings, stable beginnings, solid foundations potentially, tangible items though, so material goods. It could be your home. It sometimes could do with your health. It could absolutely do with your bank account, with your finances, but it's new. So either there's new money coming to you, there's a new idea or project you're looking to build on. I frequently look at Pentacles also as almost like bricks in a pathway, or stones in like stepping stones, building blocks, tools that you build up from. Because again, tangible things, building castles, right? Building structures, but building careers, right? So I don't know if potentially, this is the U section, so if potentially you could be investing money in something new, you could be getting more funds into your bank account. For some of you, I'm getting that this is a bonus. I don't know if it's necessarily unexpected, but it's in addition to whatever you already have. Oh no, we had a card fall. Ooh, I see what it is too. It's a good one, guys. So the Ace of Earth is desperately wanting to be clarified by the King of Wands. Excellent in a career spread, right? He is the king of creativity. He's the king of passion. He's the king of power. This is Leo energy for anybody maybe working with a Leo or may have strong Leo in their chart, right? So, I mean, we can't not talk about the throne he sits on, right? He sits on his penis throne. Like, it has to be said. So very strong masculine energy here, whether you're a female or male Libra here. Interesting though, it's air and fire though, and then we have some earth here, but this is more representing, I think this is you, if you will, this bull. We are in Taurus season heading into Gemini season, although by the time you see this it'll be Gemini season, but I'm wondering if this is someone who is extending those extra funds your way. As I was saying, it's like you already have this nice little pot of gold, this nice little bank account that you're keeping nice and tidy, right, and trying to fill it where you can. I'm getting that, again, like a big bonus or something in addition to what you're already making. This could also be representative of a new project that's being handed your way, Libra, to get in on this new opportunity. Could be a startup business that you're getting involved in. Again, it's something tangible and it's new. Being clarified by the King of Wands. So something that you potentially have a lot of passion for, you could be working with a fire sign, or it could be an extremely creative endeavor, something that's going to require a lot of, your hard work, passion, your creativity. But also, if this is representative of a new job or new project, the King of Wands is fun, right? Fire signs are fun. Leos are fun. They're charismatic. They're kind of, the fire signs can be the life of the party sometimes, right? And it's not to say that there won't be hard work involved. I always think with this king, he's the work hard, play hard king, right? Very hard. You get it. All right. So that's what's going on in your kind of headspace. I sometimes say the interior. That's the you section, Libra. So let's hop over and see exterior, what's going on for career and finances. Oh no, the Three of Air. Okay, so this is sometimes the card of heartbreak, sorrow, sometimes depression, love spread. We always hate to see this, right? It's heartbreak. Now there's different severities of it, right? This can sometimes just be disappointment or feeling, I want to say, sort of numb at a job. Like you go in and you report to your job and you're there and you're just like, ugh. That type of feeling where maybe you're feeling suffocated, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling pinned to the ground or pinned to the wall. It's air energy though, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, it is a Libra card. So in your energy, I almost want to say it's it's transmitting outside of you, if this is representing you, Libra. Yeah, so if there is a new beginning you're searching for, again, maybe you're applying to new jobs, putting out your resume, looking for new opportunities to ultimately grow your bank account. Then I'm sensing that exterior, it could be just in the workplace, if you will. Yeah, there's some unhappiness, there's bloodshed, take that as you will. Perhaps, maybe there's disagreements with coworkers, maybe there's conflict at work, maybe there's too many opinions, too many cooks in the kitchen. There's something very innocent about this person, though. It's like, it's like they don't deserve to be feeling all this pain for, I'm hearing like doing the best I can. I'm doing the best I can and it's still not good enough. It still feels like, you're getting feedback on your report that, you didn't do this right or you didn't do that right. And yeah, there's just, this little mouse looks like he's sad. He's got tears in his eyes. I actually feel it, Libra. Like it feels like you're barely getting by, I think, for most of you. Or something could have happened in the workplace that was very sobering, that was very sad. Maybe, this is for general viewers, right? It could be a million different scenarios. Maybe you lost a coworker, maybe somebody passed and there's been kind of a sobering tone in whatever, the studio, the office, the workplace, whatever that is. If you work in a more creative job, maybe this is symbolic of the creativity is just not flowing. It's just not there anymore. It's passionless. But ultimately, if this is a suit of swords, which it is air. So it is of the mind, communication, ideas, thoughts, logic, analysis. Something is weighing heavily on your brain and on your heart. We can't ignore that, right? He's holding his heart. Something is making you sad. But I do see that with this card, there's optimism ahead. There is a shining light, but it's a bit of a distance away. He may have to travel into the city, right, to discover whatever this light, what potential insight could illuminate him to new ideas, to new possibilities, to new chances of happiness, to new outlets that would be more enjoyable. Him or her, right? Let's clarify this Three of Air for Libra, please. What can we get? Oh, this happens a lot. The Three of Air clarified by the Three of Air. So in this deck, it's the Three of Swords. Again, more heartbreak, double heartbreak. So here's what I get instantly from this. You get three swords clarified by three swords. This is really, really struggling energy, right? Sadness, pain, heartbreak, just completely not feeling included in the group at work, potentially feeling isolated, not wanting to get out of bed in the morning. I see the three and the three, and I think of six swords. Six swords talks about moving on. There's something about in your external in work environment currently that there are lessons to be learned. And ultimately with the Six of Swords, it's someone depicted in a boat moving to greener pastures, to other shorelines, to new places, new adventures, new endeavors, because they've learned all they can in the current situation. It may have been a painful process. You know, the Five of Swords transition to the Six. The fives are imbalances. They're difficult. They're a test of our faith. They're a test of our spirit, of our patience. But once you're at Six of Swords energy, stay with me here, it's like you've accomplished something, even if that something is just a new understanding, new lessons, new ideas. And so this, to me, this may speak about you've kind of tapped the well here, Libra. If you're not feeling it at this job, maybe it is time to move on. Now, when I say move on, that can mean a variety of different things. Does it mean up and quit your job? Not necessarily. It could mean seeking out, again, outlets in the same workplace for a new role. You know, getting in touch with a coworker or a former coworker to see if there are openings at another company or in a new job, putting out your resume for other things. Something about this is requiring action to move forward, to move on, to leave this heartbreak and sadness behind, right? Whatever it is, it's not that far away. You know, there's something here. But again, it's in the background or it's in the distance. And I mean, in this card, it is in the background. So I do take that to mean that there could be untapped potential at your current workplace, or there could be someone who may be helpful to you in your current workplace. And I always get, you know, comments, well, I'm unemployed. I don't have a job. So this could be either what's coming in, or again, this is the exterior. It may be in your community, in your network of people, your neighborhood. You know, if you're out of work, sure, then you're feeling probably isolated or depressed. But what I'm saying is we're focusing on that light in the background. There may be some opportunity that could offer different employment, additional employment, new employment. Something new is coming in your energy. And again, it could be just you excited to start anew. Absolutely. So let's see what's lying between these two things. And because we do have this card twice, I am sensing you're not the only one feeling this way, Libra. If you do have, you know, coworkers, if you're not an independent contractor per se, other people are feeling this. Other people are desiring to, I do want to say, to leave this job, this position. So heart of the matter, potentially the conflict, or what we're focusing on in this spread is the Five of Air. So this is what I say every time, the should I stay or should I go card, right? That's going to be my theme song when I open videos from now on, because I say it every time. Petty conflict, arguments, communications gone awry, things being misinterpreted, misunderstood, people maybe reacting in a harsh manner. And again, it's with swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's communication. So sending nasty emails, getting a nasty text, pettiness in the office, talking behind each other's back, he said, she said. Yeah, it's like this rooster here has a lot of pride. There's something very cocky about it, right? And we see this other animal in the background is heartbroken. You know, they're going through some sort of sorrow or sadness. They've been hurt. It's probably this little mousy, Libra, and I think it's you. It's very different dynamics, though, because in the you section, internal, you have two power cards, two very masculine cards, I will say. Now, it's earth signs, but I see the bull and I immediately think Taurus. Also, not unsimilar to like an Aries, headstrong, right? Can be stubborn. You know, sticks its hooves in the ground and doesn't budge if it doesn't want to. It can be stubborn. There's an intense aggression or masculinity, and there can be that as well with the King of Wands here. I don't sense that as much, but it's like there's a dynamic here, Libra, of sticking to your guns, fighting for what you believe in, pushing through the heartbreak and the sorrow. But then, so that's the interior, but then the exterior is wanting to give up, feeling like you're trapped, feeling like there's nowhere left to go, like wanting to just kind of roll over and die, that kind of mentality, right? And it's swords, mentality. Um, so I am getting, maybe like your head is playing tricks on you. And that's what this can be. Absolutely. Like shisty little trickster games, dirty head games. It's petty though. It's five. How I was saying fives are imbalances. We were just talking about how we go from the five of swords to potentially the six of swords if you'll go with my metaphor there. So yeah, it's like this is something you need to move on from. There's been heartbreak and there's been sorrow. I do sense that there has been opposing forces in the team, if you will. It's them versus them, or them versus us. And you, Libra, I feel like you're kind of off on your own island, again feeling isolated or excluded from the group. I don't know if this represents your boss potentially, or whatever, your supervisor, your manager, somebody you report to, or it could be a coworker, right, who is kind of taking on this power hungry role and slicing and dicing his way like through the competition, trying to get ahead at any means necessary. It's not a great card. It's absolutely a card of conflict, so it makes sense that it's showing up in the what's the conflict section of your tarot spread here. What else can we pull for this on Libra? And I mean, feel free to switch the roles around, right? Only take what resonates, though. I do stress that. What can we pull for this on Libra? Can we clarify the five of air for Libra, please? Ooh. Oh my goodness, too many cards. All right, well, that one's poking its head. And this one. Okay, 10 of wands. Okay, that absolutely makes sense. The card of burdens, right? You've been carrying these wands on your back, Libra, for a long time. It's been a long journey, right? This could have been years. It could have been months. Ultimately, though, it's to the point where it's not doing you any good. It's slowing down your pace. It's weakening your skills, or weakening your, I want to say like your physical body, but your physical ability to do the work. But it's dulling your spirit. Wands are about, again, magic, creativity, passion, fire. You don't enjoy this. Clearly, right? I'm thinking that you're this little mousy who got his heart broken or his back stabbed or whatever. And it's like showing up to work every day. You go in and you clock in or whatever, and you're just like, oh, how am I going to get through the day? Like, I have nothing left in me. It's been a long road. And at least in the immediate future, it doesn't seem to be getting that much better, because it's like this, whoever this person is in your life, it's like they've taken the throne, sort of. And the thing is, I don't think it's your boss. I think, again, it's someone who's like power hungry and throwing their weight around. Really, it's throwing their words around. But yeah, it's like their words are cutting. They may be a very harsh presence here. So what also wanted to be seen, it practically flew out, was the Queen of Cups. So this is the Queen of Love, somebody who is very nurturing and kind and goes out of her way to be a very warm, motherly energy. She holds her cup of love out to offer to the world, right? Sometimes in a lower vibration to her own demise, right? She can be overgiving in a sense, right? I actually think this is you too, Libra. I think you are trying to put on a good face. I think you're trying to put on a good face, but there's something she's hiding here. She's holding out her cup of love, but it's like she's looking to the side, like she's watching her back. Because I think you've lost trust in whoever this is. Maybe your workload has doubled because this person made some kind of shisty maneuver, and now you've taken on their work and again, burdens. This is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It is specifically a Sagittarius card, Cancer, and then this is a Aquarius card. Just throwing it out there for those who are looking specifically for those. I love that in the exterior you got the balance, the scales. Of course Libra would. We have 3 swords, but we're going to balance it out with more 3 swords. More sadness and more depression on each side. So again, though, what I was saying with that, it's not just you, it's other people are feeling, I think, this person's energy too. this could be a new boss that came into the mix, right? And because it's a 5, it's, again, as I was saying, it's like younger, immature, petty conflict energy. Maybe this person hasn't been in that role for all that much of time. But if that's the case, then it's like immediately their impact on the workplace, it's burdening. I want to say everybody. I want to say a lot of people. So whose ever presence this is, and I think it's you, Libra, there needs to be more of this. There needs to be, and this could just represent what the energy that needs to fix the workplace. There needs to be more compassion. There needs to be more caring. There needs to be more sensitivity. This person doesn't give a flying you-know-what about people's feelings. They don't. They're stuck in their head, right? Air energy. They're stuck in their head. They have an inflated version of themselves, right? It's like I'm just getting some sort of savior needs to come in, and it is balance the scales. So it could be you, Libra. It doesn't have to be, but some sort of external, I want to say unbiased opinion or person needs to come in and kind of like level the playing field, balance the scales, but kill with kindness, rule with kindness. It's like you need to dethrone this person and get a new queen is sort of what I'm saying. And I'm just trying to think of different dynamics. This could be like an HR representative coming in to like audit your workplace and be like, whoa, like what's going on here? Like this, there's definitely some bad energy in, this office I'm not feeling. And I mean, take that with a grain of salt, whatever your situation is. But yeah, there's a need to get more in touch with the emotions. Maybe this represents the idea of needing to do some team building activities to get everybody back on the same page and, talk about your feelings. People always make fun of that, but that's what's needed here. Because someone's trumping all over your feelings. Someone, again, isn't caring at all what their actions are doing to the group dynamic. Some people want to flat out leave, right? Maybe some people's paychecks are being cut. Maybe there's cuts in the budget. Maybe health benefits are being taken away. There's some loss here, right? How much longer can you put up with this BS? Because it's a burden. Are you going to get all the way to this castle? What this to me speaks about, you're trying to pull through in hopes that there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. And I got to be super honest here. I don't know if there is. It's a very dark castle here at the end of this road. I'm sorry for the glare. I'm trying to like show it to you without the glare. It's a very dark castle up ahead. We don't know what's in there. I'm going to be honest. That castle reminds me of the tower, a tower moment. So it's like you're working your way, and it's that energy of almost being stuck in like the devil card, being stuck because you're complacent or you're fearful to take a risk and try something new. And so when you get stuck in the devil energy, the tower comes in to wipe it all away so you can start clean. Ace of Pentacles, that's what that is. So again, just to be very clear, the tower has not shown up, but I sense it in your future, Libra. And I do not like to do these tarot readings to be like, putting the fear of God in you of, oh my God, this is going to happen. And nope, nothing is written in the stars here. You have free will. These are simply options or ideas of if you continue down this path, literally this card, this potentially could be what awaits. So again, forewarned is forearmed, right? That's important to remember. Now, opposing this idea of this dark road that may potentially lead to a tower, towers are not always bad things. In fact, they're great things. It just depends on your perspective. Towers strip everything down naked, right? You lose the job, you lose the car, you lose the home, you lose the whatever, to rebuild on more steady ground. They're difficult energies to deal with, but ultimately they do serve us because the universe is essentially taking something away from us that was keeping us stuck. The idea of you're living, but you're not alive. Towers come in to save you. And it doesn't feel like it. It feels like a shitstorm when they come in. But down the road, you can look back and be like, oh, thank God that person broke up with me because I would have been miserable. I would have been married to an alcoholic. Or, do you know what I'm saying? There's That sounded harsh. I apologies. Maybe I shouldn't have used that analogy. But do you understand what I'm saying? They save you. Tower moments do save you, but sometimes it takes a while to recognize that. Now, opposing this idea of the dark castle that lays ahead, the potential tower moment, you're in this heartbreak sorrow mode. Again, this is external, so in the workplace, potentially a coworker you're working with. There's a light here. Again, another path you could take. It's the light between two dark buildings. It may be a place like you walk past every day on your way to work is potentially where you could end up in the future. Oh my gosh, we got to move on. We're cutting short on time, but I just want to make sure I give you good messages here. There is potential here. If there's two different roads you could take and you're considering one versus the other, I'm amazed you haven't had the Two of Swords come up. There is one road that offers more clarity, more light, more, I want to say, salvation. You do have the Freedom card, right? That was the first card, bottom of the deck, overall energy. I do think you may want to part ways with this, Libra. You want this new beginning, this tangible new beginning, to find something that you're more passionate about. Something where you can potentially ascend higher in the company or at this skill, at this talent, and get recognition, be appreciated. The King and Queen of Swords are like magical people, right? They literally hold wands. They're the witches and wizards, if you will. But what I mean by that is they naturally draw people's eye. There's something, again, very charismatic, very beautiful, very intoxicating about them. This is either what you want to be, Libra, in a new position, a new job with a new team, or this is a potential employer or a potential job that, again, it's struck your eye. You're reading about it online and you're just like, oh my God, I want to work here. Like, please take my resume. Like, what can I do to get a foot in the door here? Because this is where I want to be. It's like your heart calls you to try this, to pursue this person or this career. All right, so let's see what your guidance is. Your guidance is the Six of Water. Okay, so the card of nostalgia, of sometimes childhood. It's essentially going back to the past, but it's very happy memories. It's the Six of Water, meaning cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It talks about our emotions, right? And this fell out on it, so the Five of Wands is the card of conflict, more fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're conflicted about returning to the past. Are you considering going back to a career that maybe you neglected or missed out on? This could even be a skill, like a hobby, like maybe you work a 9 to 5, but you go home and you paint landscape paintings, or it could be something like that where it's always kind of existed. Maybe when you were young, you were really interested in that, but it got put on the back burner. And so potentially there's this conflict of, hey, like, should I actually pursue that? Is that something worth investing more time, more emotions in? Could I see myself doing that long term? Is it something that I love enough to maybe work through some obstacles that would present themselves if I were to go with that path? But ultimately, can I break through the obstacles to go from Five of Wands, right, to the Six of Wands victory? Do you have it in you to dedicate yourself, I will say this, to love yourself enough, Libra, to go after what it is that your heart calls you to do? Again, that's exactly what this is saying with the King of Passion. Do you love yourself enough to, a couple things, pursue your passions, pursue what you love? Sometimes this can be reconciling the past. I almost, for a couple signs, I've gotten this as make an apology to yourself for not sharing your gifts and talents with the world previously, but acknowledging that, hey, maybe this is the start of a new path. Maybe I am going to start investing in myself. I'm going to start loving myself more and not allow myself to be treated like this at work, to be neglected, to be undermined, to be ruled by this, I want to say dickhead, pardon my French, but I don't like this energy, and it's just gross. I don't like it. This could be choosing to love yourself. The queen of love, the queen of water. Because if this isn't coming in, if this, again, isn't that HR representative coming to level the playing field, or getting a new manager or a new supervisor who rules with kindness and love and takes your emotions into consideration, this to me is saying go back to what it was what you dreamed about when you were a child. It's almost like, even if it's not advising you to go pursue that now, this is saying, think back when you were a kid, when you were in grade school, and they say, what do you want to be when you grow up? What is your answer to that, Libra? Now. And this has nothing to do with the logistics of it, right? It has nothing to do with the healthcare package or how the commute would be if you don't have a car or this or that. Nope, just focus on, what do you want to be when you grow up? If you were to answer that, whatever, 30 years ago, 40 years ago versus now, is there any similarity? Is there a passion that still exists that you maybe once had in your past that maybe you let fall to the wayside? What is the conflict that's preventing you from at least incorporating that into your life nowadays, bringing the past into the present? And it has to do with love. It has to do with, it could have to do with creativity. But listening to your intuition as well. Water signs, this is a water sign card, specifically a Scorpio. Water signs are incredibly intuitive. They express themselves. They express their emotion. This to me is, and I'm not trying to bully you because I feel your sadness and pain here, but to me, you're not expressing this pain. You're stuck in the ground. Somebody has screwed you over, maybe, essentially, right? At what point do you stick up for yourself, Libra, and say, you know what? The scales have been a little bit, off. Let me just jump in and level up the scales for you. Like, I actually see you taking, like, this could be you fighting back, Libra. Oh my God, I actually kind of love that. Like, generally speaking, this isn't a great card. Again, fives are imbalances, but I think this could be you leveling the scales and fighting back. And I don't mean physically having a fisticuffs in the office or in the studio or wherever you work, right? But this could be you being like, you know what? This isn't working out for me. Let me tell you what I'm going to need you to change so that this project gets off the ground like it was supposed to 10 months ago. This could be you having a little bit of fire. King of Fire, right? That was coming up in the U section, to start anew. If you're not leaving this job, this could be you finally deciding to choose to love yourself and stick up for yourself. And ultimately, it does seem like it's going to take a little bit of elbowing people out of the way. And again, don't be this person. Don't be him. Because rule with kindness, rule with love, but stick up for yourself. Ultimately, sticking up for yourself, Libra, I think it's going to involve a little bit of conflict. And because you are about balance and harmony, you do tend to be that team player, take one for the team and, take on other people's burdens if it's gonna, pacify any little arguments or keep the waters calm, so to say. This all makes sense now. This is advising you, Libra, to stick up for yourself. There's a classy way of doing it, but if this company wants to keep you, right, and if you contribute something to this company that is golden, that is tangible, if you are a bankable, profitable contributor to this team and they want to keep you, let them know that there are other opportunities for you, whether that's true or not. You could leave at any time. You could get off this carousel and set yourself free. And again, this is a card of balance, right? Balancing the dark and the light. I think you're being called to balance the dark and the light, Libra. Literally the cards, right? The light and the dark, the conflict and the harmony and the love. There needs to be a balancing of the two. I'm almost sensing that like you are being called by a higher power, Libra, to come in and save the day here. Who knows? Maybe you sticking up and really, really advocating for some change, maybe that's going to put you in a power position, right? Maybe people are going to see like, oh, damn, Libra has some good leadership skills. And maybe that's going to open new doors for you that hey, like maybe you'll get a raise, maybe you'll get a bonus, maybe you'll be put on the team where you are leading the project, right? There's a need to, even if it involves a little bit of conflict, stick up for yourself and choose love. Be good to yourself. This is frequently the card of the adult version, passing on flowers to the younger version of ourself. Again, apologizing to your younger self, forgiving yourself about past traumas or things that you've been carrying around with you. This could absolutely be righting the wrong of you not sticking up for yourself in the past, Libra. It's cool. I actually really like this. All right, that's what I have for you, Libras. I hope that was helpful. Hang in there, guys. Do the right thing. Be the justice card, right? That is you, Libra. Bring justice to the workplace scenario. Please do like, share, subscribe. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus if you want to see more. And I will catch you guys very soon for our June monthly readings. How exciting. It's almost June. Happy Gemini season, Libra. Bye.